Hi, welcome to the Coffee Chat Show here on Buzzing Pattaya, the show where we talk about things that are happening right here, right now, as well as general news, tips, information and advice. I'm delighted. I waited a year for this to greet my friend Peter from Thailand Bound. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, good to be
How you
back,
doing?
yeah.
Where's your suntan gone?
Oh, yeah. I've been spending a lot of time editing.
You've been here 6 weeks and you look as white as when you first got here. What's happening?
I know. It's all that editing in the room, that's what it is. Can't get out in the sun.
Oh, fair play, mate. How you keeping?
Yeah, good.
I can't believe it has been a year, isn't it? Last time we were sat at Danny's, weren't we?
Yeah, it's coming up for a year. I think it was November last year. No, it was December. Now it's November. So, yeah, it's
Almost
for a year.
I can't believe it.
I know, time flies.
So how long have you been out?
About 6 weeks now.
Have you?
Yeah, I've been here 6 weeks. I'm going to be here till the end of January.
Yeah, and how you found it?
Completely different to December.
Is it?
Completely. Well, you know what it was like in December, the grim days of COVID, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think like for me, like being here every day, you get used to it. So I'm kind of like, I've evolved with the changes that have come, but like for yourself, it's been nearly a year.
Yeah.
I mean, what's been the most significant change that you've noticed in that year since you've been here?
Just everything's open, the people were here. I mean, when I was here in December, you'll remember everything used to close at 9 p.m.
Yeah.
There were no girls in the bars. It was just grim and depressing. You know, people say all the time, they say, oh, it's not the same as pre-COVID, it's quiet in Pattaya. You know yourself, it's full on now.
Yeah.
You know, the hotels are full, the bars are full, there's a lot of people here at the moment. The bars are staying up until 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
It is pre-COVID. You know, there's some people, like the Chinese aren't here, obviously. There's a lot of Indians come here now as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, for me, it's like pre-COVID.
I'll tell you what puzzles me though, is what you said there is like, some people say, oh, it's not like it used to be. I don't want 1,000 guys in one bar with 10 girls.
No.
I don't want that. I want like 10 girls and just me. Excellent.
Yeah. I mean, one of the comments on some other YouTubers' channels, and I agree with it, is in December, though it was grim and there wasn't anybody here, it was kind of quite nice walking down the beach road and there was no one in town.
Yeah.
You know, and it was so quiet. You just seen Pattaya in a different light with no people around. I mean, I quite enjoyed it, actually. I don't know about yourself. And the other thing is, because the bars closed at 9 o'clock, you're forced to go home early, so you wake up early and you see, you know, you enjoy the day. You know?
I've had to get a crowbar to get him out of bed this early.
Oh my God, yeah. It's all the late nights.
Oh, no,
yeah.
yeah,
We got the fireworks tonight as well,
I know,
haven't we?
yeah, the fireworks, everything. It's all going on. It's all going on.
Yeah.
So you're out here till the end of Jan?
Yeah, my house sale's gone through. I mean, people who watch my channel know that my wife and myself are splitting up. There's no nastiness. We've just, you know, the fizz has gone out the bottle, as it were, and we've just decided to go our separate ways. I'm now in the process of selling my house. It's going through now. It should go through January, February, and I'll move out here full time. I'm going to be living in Bangkok, and I'm just killing time until then.
Oh yeah. So you're going to go to Bangkok?
I think it's better to base myself in Bangkok because there's a lot of people who have YouTube channels based in Pattaya, and I don't know if I could survive down here because I've got a very weak will. There's too much temptation down here. You know what it's like, Trevor. You're a stronger man than me if you can resist.
Hold on. There's a fair bit up in Bangkok as well. You know, come on.
Yeah, there is, but there's a lot more to do in Bangkok away from this kind of thing. I mean, this is just Sin City. Everywhere you look, it's everywhere. At least in Bangkok, it's in little areas. You know, it's little pockets. Yeah, so. You know, we'll try and get a routine up there.
And I think what you said there just sort of reiterates my side of things here. Like, I know here, like the back of my hand, as I know you know Bangkok the same. But I also know where I can go out the way where it isn't full on like this. It's more of a normal lifestyle. And I'm guessing you'll do the same in Bangkok.
Yeah, I mean, the reason I want to stay in Bangkok is because I'll travel. When I live here, you know, I want to travel and film things outside of Bangkok, and it's a good base. Yeah. And eventually I'll probably start going over to the Philippines and Vietnam and do vlogs from there. Just, you know, it's a good stepping point. But, you know, I mean, full respect to you if you can live here. I respect anybody who can live in Pattaya or Pattaya, as people, you know, we get...
Don't, mate, don't. We'll get 1,000 comments on how we pronounce Pattaya.
Listen to the song. No, I mean, full respect to anybody who lives out here and they can deal with it, because I don't think I could deal with living in Pattaya full time. It's just too full on in your face, and I think it would be the ruin of me. So I couldn't live here, no.
I must admit, I think it'll be either one or two things. Like, for me, I love the city, but the nightlife industry isn't something I'm attached to. Because it's every day, it's not like, oh yeah, I'm here for 2 weeks or a month or whatever, let me throw myself in there. For me, it's like, well, every day's a Saturday. So for me, I distance myself from the nightlife unless we're doing it. And I think, you know, like you said there, I've seen people come here, immerse themselves into the depth of this city and come out a shriveled wreck. But then I've also known guys that have lived here 20, 30 years and they're absolutely fine because they distance. And I think, like you say, you've got to have a bit of willpower.
Yeah, and one of the other things, I mean, if you live here, you get your apartment, you make it nice, like a home. When you're living out of a suitcase like I am at the moment, long term in a hotel room, you've got the choice. You either sit in the hotel room, and watch Netflix by yourself, or you go out to a bar and play pool, have a bit of company. And I stayed in last night, and I've had several nights where I haven't gone out, but it's very boring, to be honest with you. And it gets, I mean, this sounds a bit corny, but it does get lonely, and especially if you've been a married man for 33 years and you've had a family around you, and you're suddenly sitting in a hotel room alone, it is very lonely, you know. And it's hard. You think to yourself, well, I'm going to go out, but you know, you just got to resist the temptation. I suppose, as I say, if you've got an apartment here and you make it into your home, maybe you get a long-term girlfriend. I'm guessing it would be a lot easier than how I am at the moment.
Yeah. I mean, when you've been out and about in the city, I mean, what's been like your go-to areas? Where have you enjoyed the most?
I'll be honest with you, I can answer that in a different way. I can say where I haven't really enjoyed, and I haven't enjoyed the beach side. You know, in the old days, people don't want to hear about it in the old days, but you know, in the old days, it was all along the beach road. You had Soy 7, Soy 8, Soy Post Office, and you went into Walking Street, and that was where the action was, okay? Now, it's almost like there's too much entertainment. It's kind of watered it down. But I find this, I didn't like this initially when I first discovered Soy Bacau, Tree Town, but I think I think there's a lot more going on over here than there is over there, and you don't get gangs of tourists just aimlessly walking around, not spending anything, you know, just looking. Definitely this area, anywhere from LK Metro down to Tree Town. I've spent a lot of time in Tree Town, you know, I like the bars here. There's a lot of choice.
I mean, you've been out here a long, long time. You've come in for many, many years. Obviously, like you just said there, you've known Walking Street to be when it was at its busiest, its peak. There's a lot of talk, as you know yourself, Peter, you know, there's a lot of talk about the demise of Walking Street. It's going to be family friendly. I've even heard they're going to take, they're actually going in now to all the bars and measuring their signs and saying they've all got to be 60 centimetres. I mean, what do you think the outcome of Walking Street's going to be?
I don't think it'll die. I just think it's evolving now because there's a lot more money being spent in Walking Street, and it's almost becoming a street of nightclubs rather than, you know, it used to be a little bit seedy, ducking and diving when you went down there, you know, it was all fun and games. But there's a lot of money gone into Walking Street now, and what I've noticed, especially now Walking Street's open, just being dazzled by so many neon signs. I know that sounds a bit corny, but it is, you know. In the old days it was just like light bulbs and fairy lights, wasn't it? But, you know, it's just, I mean, you know, but, you know, there's a lot of money in there, there's a lot of nightclubs down there. I just think it's evolving into something else, you know. Soy Diamond's kind of, if you go down to Soy Diamond where Phil is and Windmill and those sort of places, that's kind of a little bit of a throwback to how it used to be. I still love it down there, you know. But Walking Street itself, I think it'll be around for a long time.
I walked past the Carousel bar the other day. It was back because they'd shut it down. And I wasn't sure. I thought, oh, please, don't be the end of, because if you don't know what we and Peter are talking about, the Carousel bar's hilarious. It's like two circles, and one goes this way and the other one goes that way. So like literally, if Peter was sat on the other carousel, we'd pass like ships in the night, and then we'd keep going. You'd have your beer, come back round again. So where were we, mate? Oh, okay. It was brilliant. But I think it's opened back up, and now obviously they've changed the Frog Complex. Simon's Beer Bar Complex.
That's a great example. That Frog Complex. I mean, it's so. I don't know what even the word to use. It's so modern, isn't it? You know, so much money being put in there. It's all. You know, it's just not what it used to be, but that maybe not a bad thing, you know.
Well, the other one, the further up, they've completely flattened it and done nothing yet. So whether that's going to be like an open air restaurant stroke bar, I don't know. There's no indication what's actually going to happen. But they've flattened it. Absolutely flattened it. So
I'm glad to see the beer garden survived, because I was in there yesterday. I met one of my subscribers there. And but it's a bit sad, you know, just before you went into Walking Street, you had all the screaming girls in all those bars. And I walked into the beer garden yesterday, and it was kind of sad because, you know, there's a few bars there trying to get it going again, but it's
not a touch on what it was.
No, it's dead.
I used to love going in there. You sit there and you get the guys coming drunk, and then within 5 minutes they'd be in the ring.
That's it. Getting the shit kicked out of them.
You'd be like, dude, you really want to get back out?
Like some 40-year-old.
Oh yeah, they were brilliant. They were brilliant. But like you said, they were fun times. So you're over here now. Obviously, you're going to move out here full time when you're looking at January time.
No, I think realistically it'll be before April, you know. But you know what it's like in the UK. I've got to wait for the house to go through. I'm pretty sure it's going through this time because I had a buyer, they dropped out. I've got another buyer it's been going on for about 2 months now. And he's looked at a lot of houses, he likes mine, and it seems to be going through. So touch wood, if it goes through, probably March, April. You know, I'll come out here and you know set up home in Bangkok, as it were.
So you're going to come out here, and obviously, guys, if you're not sure, I mean, I'm sure you know Peter, but he's got a really lovely channel, Thailand Bound. If you want to hear some funny stories, check out some of the things he tells you. Brilliant, they really are good.
The thing is, they're all true though.
Yeah. I hope I'm not going to be one of them in
Volume 180.
Yeah. But the thing is, like when you come out, I mean, what's your plans with your channel? What's your vision?
Well, I'm already trying to evolve it, trying to change it a little bit, because unfortunately, I'm known as like a king of the mongers, you know, because you're like Mr. Sleaze. You know, I did an interview on Bangkok Pat's channel last year,
yeah,
and he had to disable the comments because I got so much crap. You know, and Pat's a friend of mine, and so he disabled the comments. But I'm trying to move away from that kind of a reputation. You know,
okay.
I've been doing videos on restaurants, a bus ride up to Bangkok, jumped in, a ride around KASITHBK. I just want to try and get away from the kind of sleazier side of things. And of course, you know yourself, Trevor, YouTube's getting real strict now. They seem to hate anything to do with females. You know, if you put a female, a nice picture on there. I had a comment the other day, a guy says to me, I'm going to unsubscribe if you put any more sexy girls on the thumbnails, you know. And I said to the guy, look, if you go into a tyre shop to change your car's tyres, you know, the company who sell the tyres, they're going to have a calendar on the wall with a girl in a bikini bent over a bonnet of a car, right? So you're going to stop changing your tyres, you know, but what can you say?
It's crazy though, isn't it?
Crazy,
I mean, some of the comments that we get, I know you get them and I get them. I mean, you just got to sit there and scratch your head and think, what is that all about? It really is. It really is. So you're gonna sort of like diversify then, travel around, and are you gonna like Chiang Mai and Phuket and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I mean, eventually. I mean, I'm definitely going to keep the stories as long as people keep sending them in, because they're popular, and
they're
I think
fun,
I built my channel on them stories basically when I was under lockdown in England. So the stories will continue. The live streams obviously will continue because I like interacting with the viewers. And I think, like you say, I'm going to try and get out there and just do some more. The problem is in Thailand now, because it's such a popular destination, what I've noticed is there's so many YouTube people out here, and I've noticed a lot of new people that I've never recognised. You'll see them walking around KASITHBK, and how do I know they're YouTubers? Because they don't, regular guys who are just filming to send to their friends home, they just hold a camera and take a video. But these guys, you know, they've got a real setup with a big mic, with a big fluffy thing on it. So, you know, there's a lot of people, because Thailand's so popular, there's a lot of people come out here and they're trying to do YouTube channels, they're trying to become popular. Some will, some won't. You know, you just got to try and be a bit different, haven't you, really? I
must admit, that's a big change I've noticed. In the 2 years, like when I was doing this, we used to have like a meet-up. There was only literally about 7 or 8 of us that would, what I'd call like sort of established people that were doing the YouTube here.
Yeah.
And now, I mean, like you say, everywhere you go, there's a camera. It's like, wow, you know, it's like, But, you know, if it helps promote the city, it helps promote the country, at the end of the day, you know, I don't see that as a bad thing. I just think it's like you say, it's just becoming mass now rather than it used to be just a few of us.
And I think, you know, I watch a lot of these new people who come to Thailand. I'm not criticising them, but they all seem to do the same thing. You know, they walk around LK Metro with a camera. They walk down KASITHBK. They walk down. I've done it. You've done it.
I was going to say, I do that.
We've all done it. But they tend to just do nothing else. Just, I'm in LK Metro and it's busy tonight. You know, it's like, oh, another one. You know, walking up and down soys that we've seen for the last 3 years.
What do you think of the secret filmers?
The what?
The secret filmers. What do you think of them? The guys that have got the hidden camera, no audio, nothing. They just walk around. They catch so many people. If there's one thing I would change, I really don't like that. As an individual, I don't like that.
Well, I think those people will come unstuck because, you know, there's quite strict laws about filming people without the permission here in Thailand. And I don't think it's right, because these girls who work in the bars, they, for the most part, they don't tell their families they come down here to work in bars. They're all cashiers, they're all waitresses. You know, and everybody in Thailand's got internet now, even families up in Isan, you know. And I just don't think you should be filming girls in bars, because it's not right, you know. I mean, I don't want to sound like Mr. White Knight, but, you know, I mean, you shouldn't. I'm like you. I don't believe in secret filming. Years ago, I put a couple of videos up where I walked down the beach road and I hid a camera and I got all the girls and that. I deleted them. You know, I thought, no, it's not right. So
I don't like it for the guys as well. You know, the guys they're here to have fun, to relax. The last thing they want is me going, hello, how you doing? Flipping hell,
I'm not going to name him, but there is a famous, well, not famous, but there is a up-and-coming YouTuber out there who does that. He seems to encourage, he seems to, sensationalism, you know. He sticks his camera wherever he wants to, and he does upset people. And I just don't think it's the right thing to do, you know, because the other thing you got to remember, I mean, there's guys who come out here on a golfing holiday, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they do play golf, but they might be entertaining in the evening.
Playing with different balls, though.
Exactly, you know, and, you know, his dear old wife's at home watching YouTube about Thailand, and suddenly there's, you know what I mean? It's not right. It's not right.
Tell me about your book, mate. You've been busy with the book, haven't you?
It's been out a while now, about 3 months now. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, you're not going to find it on any bestsellers lists, and it's not. You won't find it in the airport, unfortunately. But it's okay. It's okay. Somebody did it for me. You know, that's the only reason I did it. Somebody approached me who was an author and said, "Look, I love these stories. Why don't you put them into a book? We'll do a volume 1 to 6, whatever." We've done 1, and he's got really lazy. He hasn't done volume 2, but it's okay. You know, I mean.
And where can I get it?
Well, I'll give you a signed copy.
Well, there you go. Happy days.
Yeah,
well, I'm not about me. I was talking about the people that want to read your book.
Okay, yeah. It's on Amazon. It's
on Amazon.
Do you know what? It's so long. I can't remember the title of it. It's Real Tales of Thailand, something like that.
Is it? You can't remember the name?
No, I can't remember the name. If you put my name into Amazon, it comes up. Yeah.
It's your book, and you don't even know the name.
I didn't know you were going to ask me that question.
It's your book.
I know, but people know what I've got the memory of a dinosaur.
Mate, I'm terrible.
You know? I know.
I'm terrible.
When it first came out, I picked it up and I was looking at it. I got my picture on the back. I was like, wow, I've got a book. And I kept picking it up, but I haven't looked at it for like 3 months, and I can't even remember the name of it. You know, so that's bad, isn't
brilliant,
it?
Mate. That's brilliant.
I know. No wonder I'm not selling too many copies now.
Well, if you want to check out Peter, to put Peter's name, Thailand Bound, into Amazon.
If you put Thailand Bound into Amazon,
it will come up, and then maybe you can send him a message and tell him what it's called.
Please. Terrible, isn't it?
So you've been here a while, mate, on holiday. You've been having enjoyment and all the rest of it. What's been your best night so far?
Not the nights, to be honest with you. I've enjoyed the days. You know what I've been doing, because I've had quite a toxic year with my family. You know, breaking up. I don't want to get into it too much, but you know, I am breaking up with my wife and my family and all the rest of it. So I've spent a lot of time on Jomtien in the day, just relaxing, pulling a deck, you know, these chairs on the beach, 50 baht all day, and I've just been sort of contemplating, thinking, and going out for a few quiet beers in the evening. Really, you know, I wouldn't say I've been partying, but. You know, I'm just trying to get it all together, and it's kind of like a dry run for when I come out here.
Yeah, I like Jomtien Beach. I prefer Jom. I mean, although they've done a great job on Pattaya Beach, they've done a really, really good job there. But you know, obviously we know about the sewage being pumped into the sea there and all that kind of stuff. But it's just, I like Jomtien. Jomtien's just got that little bit, I don't know, just that edge on it. And I like the bars. The bars there are good. They seem really nice and chilled.
Well, I'm actually going to do a live stream from Jomtien this Sunday.
Okay.
I've done the beach road the last 2 Sundays, so I've got 1 more week here before I go up to Bangkok. So I'm going to head over to Jomtien on Sunday, and we'll see how that goes.
Happy days, mate.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
Happy days. Yeah.
Well, it's great talking to you.
It's
been great to see you. I mean, you've been here 6 weeks. It's the first time I've seen him. He's been all right.
I've been in hiding.
Yeah. One question I want to ask you before we finish up, because you know, you've got many years. You've been coming here far longer than I have, so you've got a lot of knowledge, a lot of experience. And I ask a lot of people that I chat to about this. So I want you to imagine now there's a guy sat just over the other side there. He's just landed, he's got his bags in his hand. Say, son, come here, put your bags down. Now listen, pull up a chair next to Peter. What advice would you give him?
She's not different. She isn't different. When you meet that girl in the bar, she isn't different.
You mean really?
She didn't arrive today. She doesn't just have drinks bought for her.
She didn't learn English fluently in a couple of hours.
Exactly, yeah.
There you go, guys. You've heard it from Peter.
She's not different.
She ain't different. Mate, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, thanks, Trevor.
Thank you so much. Great to see you, mate. Great to see you again. Brilliant. Yeah. And obviously, once you get out here, I'll be doing trips and out to Bangkok.
Yeah.
You can show me around your neck of the woods.
I did watch that video where you did a runner from the chair. Not a runner, but you were shot by the price of the Indian curry.
Oh, that was ridiculous.
I know. It's like, that's Bangkok, you know.
That was crazy. And I'll tell you what I didn't like was Hillary's.
Which one of those?
So you know, as you look at Nana, the one on the corner there.
Okay, yeah. Why?
Man, they were like pushing
Yeah,
the
but
drinks.
that's Bangkok, you know.
I walked in, I sat down, and the service staff came up to me. She said, "What should I say? San Miguel light, please." Literally, she turned around, and there was a woman there. Hello, I'm like, hello. Can I sit with you? No. Oh, why not? Because I don't want you to sit with me. Yeah. So she walked away, and bloody hell, her mate came over.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't want you to sit with me either.
No.
Then I got my drink. I was halfway through my drink, and another guy said, "Do you know what? I'm out. There you go. Check in. See you later." That was it. So.
But to be fair, you know, those girls are pushed to the limit.
Yeah.
The people who run them bars, the Mama Sands, I mean, they push them. You know, they basically tell them off if they don't do that. So, I mean, they're under a lot of pressure to do it, you know. Well, business.
Yeah, I guess. But anyway, you'll have to take me some out of the way ones you know.
Yeah.
All right, guys, there you go. That's it from me. That's it from Peter. I'll put a link to Peter's channel down below. Check him out, Thailand Bound. He's a great guy. I've known Peter a long time. He's a really nice guy. The stories are funny as hell. So check that out. Have a look. All right, there we go then. Thank you very much indeed for watching. As always, guys, please remember, hit the subscribe button and also the bell icon if you'd like to be notified when I bring out a new video. Get yourself on Discord. 20,000 people are on there now. It's full of information, all kinds of stuff, photos, daily photos of all the girls, the bar updates, everything, you name it. It's all in there, restaurant reviews, etc., etc. Have a look on there, guys. Totally free of charge. And if you'd like to support the channel and the work that I do, there's a link to our members area in the description below. Membership starts with as little as 89p a month. That's it from me. That's it from Peter. Thank you very much indeed for watching. And please, wherever you are in the world, stay safe.